Okay, Rabbi say we're learning, I think, the fourth day in a row in a different place. Is that right? Maybe. No? Why?
Because we learned in KBH twice.
Oh. What did we learn this week? The migrate office? KBH twice, and now here?
Yeah. Quite true.
I'm sorry that I'm eating on camera, but we're human, right?
Yeah. It's not kosher money, so it's...
Should I eat during those episodes?
I mean, you probably wouldn't.
No.
Yeah.
Chicken and cauliflower. I can answer. Right.
Yes.
What are we up to? A lot of good stuff yesterday.
Yeah, you're
Ellen was watching.
But,
I put the thumbnail up as the from the Harayas to Noila.
you're good.
I think we got 4 views yesterday.
Yeah?
8.
It's competition to the shirt I put up.
Go to Rabbi Blond's YouTube channel. A lot of good content.
Yes, yes.
What's today's post?
Today was... Oh yeah, we started learning about fast.
Tomorrow's a fast.
Exactly, that's why.
Shiv also for Thomas.
Yeah.
What did you say? Go to the video.
What were the interesting shilas? The interesting shilas were are you allowed to leave a restaurant open on a fast? The person starts eating during a fast, accidentally or on purpose, could he continue or the fast is over? Yes, to just not eat the rest of the day? Or,
yeah.
Right?
But
What about-
leaving the restaurant open, you mean sit down or take out?
Either.
What's wrong with takeout?
Someone might take it out and eat it on a fast day.
So what, he needs to eat after. He wants to buy
Right,
it.
for after the fast, okay.
So you're gonna close because someone might do something.
Right, so you have a place to open a bagel store,
Mm-hmm.
right, in the morning, whatever. Okay, so that's, yeah. It's naive. If you know a guy's coming in there, he's not religious, he's gonna eat on the fast, whatever. Right? Or,
If he's not religious, maybe he'll eat pork. So
maybe he will, but,
better to eat kosher.
yeah, but probably has kosher food in his house anyways, so.
If someone has to eat treif,
Something.
do they make a bracha?
That's a shiloh that's discussed. It's a shiloh. I tried to tap my head. It's a shiloh.
You know, sometimes medicines or whatnot.
Yeah, no, it happens, 100%. Seeing it's explicit, it's brought down. I remember seeing it, I just forget 100%. But,
Is there anyone that holds you make a bracha on medicine?
do you make a rush on medicine?
What if it has a good taste?
That's a question. Most of them don't.
Although when I was a kid, the pink medicine, for the ear,
Yeah.
tasted so yummy. It was like a bubble gum.
Yeah, they make it nice. Yeah, we did some interesting things about closing the coffee rooms on the fast. In the yeshiva or something.
What's the hobby to keep it open?
While we fast. Right, exactly. That's why you have to close it. So,
Why? Because someone might go in there by mistake?
Yeah. So, with the restaurants, it's a shiloh. If it's only one in town and whatever, then there's ways to permit it. And, anyways.
Shout out to the Predators. They gave me food so I can eat and learn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We were talking about Tevel yesterday.
Yeah. Tevel of the Chiddush was of
Tevel, for those that don't know,
Meiser Sheni only,
is
right?
produce grown in
Meiser
Eretz Yisrael. Is wheat considered? So there's no such thing as. What about wheat? Only produce?
What about wheat?
Just produce. Is that
Whatever you're obligated to give Tumor Meiser. We're looking
just
for
what?
garbage.
Yeah.
We'll do that right after the
I'll
door
put
to
it
the
back.
left.
Hold on. He's gonna catch you up to speed on Tevel.
Right after the door, there should be one right there on the right.
Yeah.
Right after the door, it's there.
So Trumas and Meiser is on what?
Truma is something, if it wasn't taken, produce that you have.
It says produce here, but
Yeah.
does that mean not wheat? Wheat is like,
Yeah, all these things.
but produce is just fruits and vegetables, no? No? Okay.
Yeah.
Raspberry nectarine.
Never seen that in my life, that brand.
Waterloo has the OU.
I'm not saying it doesn't, I've never seen that.
0 calories, 0 sugar, 0 liquid.
It's got something in there that's not
It's empty.
Victor Miller Zatzal,
Yeah.
we talked about him yesterday, he says anything that is in water is dirty water.
Gotta be careful.
Yeah. Like my aunt says, it doesn't matter what a person eats once in a while. Every day, that's what it is.
So he has to give meiser on this produce.
Yeah.
Amarav. Ochal tevel shel meiser sheni. If someone meiser ani, sorry. If one ate tevel of meiser ani, so that's meiser in the 3rd and 6th year that you have to separate for the poor man. If he doesn't do it, he gets Makkos, like it. Kiman. In accordance with who is this like? Kihai Tana. The Tanya, it's in accordance with the following Tanya because it was learned in the Bryce Amar Rabbi Yosef. Yachol lo yehi chayav ela al tevel shlo yihura mimenu kol ikar. It might be thought that one is not chayav for eating tevel, except for eating tevel from which no meiser has been separated. But hura mimenu truma gedola, but like hura mimenu meiser rishon. But if he separated Truma Gedola from the produce, but Meiser Rishon had not been separated, or Meiser Rishon v'loy Meiser Sheni, v'afilu Meiser Ani, right? Meiser Ani zok Rashi, v'afilu Meiser Ani. The afagav the meiser oni ein boy kedusha sharei lezarim. Right, anyone can
Mechal.
stranger.
Yeah.
Nechal.
Even non-Kohen and Levi could eat it.
And
And it can be eaten anywhere. It doesn't need to be in a restaurant. Filuhachi, it's still tavil. And it can be eaten anywhere.
Even so, it's tavel.
Yeah.
Minayin, from where do you know that that is still tevel, even though some was taken
and
off and
Malchus.
some was not, and you get Makkos? Talmud Loimar, the Torah says, Loisucha lechol b'sharecha. You may not eat within your gates the meiser of your grain, your wine, and your oil. Ulahalonhu oimer ba'achlu b'sharecha v'savehu. And further, it states in regards to meiser ani that it should be given to the ani so that they may eat within your gates and be satisfied. So the pasuk uses bisharecha to make a gzeir shava. Malalon meiser ani. So too by meiser ani, by meiser ani, avkan meiser ani. V'amarachmana loy suchal, and the Torah says you may not eat. So there's a gzeir shava that the isser against eating tevel from which meiser ani alone has not been separated. We see that Rav's ruling incurs Makkos for eating tevel of meiser ani, that one incurs Makkos for eating tevel of meiser ani, falls of Rabbi Yosef stated in the Brisa.
It's like Rabbi Yosef, yeah.
Shackle on the chicken, yeah. It's very nervous. Wait, sorry, made it wet.
Yeah.
No laptop today?
I haven't brought one in weeks, yes, now?
That's true.
Right?
That is true. With a new laptop, it's not ready yet?
No, it's ready to roll.
You need another kosher money sticker.
I use it.
Huh?
I use it like crazy.
Which one, the new one?
Yeah.
I need to get you another kosher money sticker.
Every day.
Really?
Yeah.
It's big.
Why do I have to bring it for one chavuz? I could just bring one safer. If I got 5 chavuzes lined up, I gotta get up, go here, get another thing.
Shout out to the USB stick. Has a lot of tire in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you lose it, can they deactivate it?
Yeah, they'll give you. Send you. You have to pay for it.
Mm.
USB-C also they could do now, and the internet version.
Internet.
Yeah.
Okay, so it said.
See the sign?
Oh, tag. Customize your filter your way.
Yeah.
You can block all sorts
Those
of
bottom
content.
two boxes aren't good for you. So.
No YouTube. No, we have a hotline.
Oh, you do?
You can listen in.
I gotta get
a
one
phone
of those.
number.
I gotta get one of those. Alright.
We're in the White Shul. This is a newer base medrash,
This
no?
is called actually officially the new base medrash.
Is this where Rabbi, the assistant rabbi, what's Rabbi Newberger?
Yeah.
Is this his base medrash?
No.
Where's he? Where's he then? Is he not in this shul anymore?
No, yes.
So where's his shul?
This is an extra base medrash.
Doesn't he have a minion?
Yeah.
On Shabbos? Where's
That's
that?
in the regular base medrash. This is the new base medrash.
Where's the regular?
The regular base medrash, I'm sure you've been to, is when you go in the hallway, not the main shul, but there's another base medrash right near the main shul.
Oh, where they
That
daven in the
room.
morning.
Yeah, the one that has like 20 glass windows, but the blinds are always down.
Yeah.
I
The
mean,
one
they
near
only
the
daven
parking
certain
lot.
minyan in there.
Near the parking lot.
Yeah, they have the.
They probably max out the seats there.
Let's see how good my schedule is on the White Shul. 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, and 9 o'clock Shachris there. The 30 Shachrises are in the main Shul.
Oh.
6:30, 7:30, 8:30, and.
Is that where you go?
Which one?
You daven here in the morning?
It depends on the morning. Sometimes I'll daven Vasikin. You know what time Vasikin is now?
Yeah, 4:30.
Well, you could be at 4:45.
I made it up.
Yeah, it's the earliest of the year now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Depends on the day.
What time does it start getting light?
The latest I daven is 8 o'clock.
What time does it
Latest,
start
usually
getting light?
7:45 is the latest. It's gonna start getting later now, so yeah.
Sheesh.
In the winter it's gonna get back to 7:30 or whatever. Almost 7:15. Sunrise. It's like whole tumult. I don't know if you followed, they want to change the daylight saving time. It's gonna be a big problem for working Jews.
Why?
The earliest you're gonna be able to daven is like in the winter. It's gonna be like 7 o'clock. That's rough. All right, they'll figure it out. They gotta pass it.
Why would I think that tevel
Yeah.
is mutter? I mean that the produce is mutter to eat in a case where you did part of what you were supposed to do.
Because you did the main things. You did the main Truman nicer. I think it's a chiddush to call something that is 66% done, not done almost. Like, Rubo Kukulo. The majority of the sefer is on the table. It's not going to fall. It's like the whole thing is on the table, right? So.
And what does it say you shouldn't eat in that other pasuk? What's it referencing?
Which one? Which pasuk?
Where we made this gzer shava of leisucha lechol b'sharecha.
Yeah, so if you go on the side where they quote the psukim, that's the one from Devarim. It's talking about meiser.
Of grain, wine, and oil. So I don't know if the tevel, maybe I don't know.
You're talking about Chavav Yudbeis and Devarim? Seems like that's talking about meiser.
Devarim Yud Beis Tasayin. Yud Zayin.
Oh, that other one.
It's talking
They're talking about
various
grain
foods, such as
and the wines.
Yeah.
And the cattle and all
That
that
they
stuff.
have to be eaten in Yerushalayim.
Yeah.
Within your gates. You
That's
can't eat it outside.
That's Meiser Sheni. No, but Meiser Sheni doesn't apply to those items.
Rabbi said, pro tip on Meiser Sheni is if you don't want to drag your food, your grain from New York to Yerushalayim, you sell it, and then you can take the money and then buy over there.
Put it on a coin.
The Kedusha
Put it on a
trick.
coin and then you transfer it.
Yeah.
That's where Bitcoin came from. Figured out an easy way to transfer money and assets.
You own Bitcoin?
You don't? You told me you do.
Very little.
Very little. What are you talking about? You own 100 coins? You own a little. You're a big guy
Halavai.
over here.
Halavai. Someone once came to CNBC like 2014 and he's like talking about crypto.
Did you ever have one person on Kosher Money who was pro Bitcoin?
One guy towards the end, I don't know if he was pro or not, but he explained it. I didn't have anybody that was pro.
No one was pro.
No.
You're a magnet for all the anti-Bitcoiners.
People have wanted to come on.
Who are pro?
Yeah.
So why did you want them? Because they just want to come on so they can make money by coming on.
If Reb David Ramsey said, I don't know. It's not an investment as much as it is speculation.
Yeah.
So
That would be
we have
the
to be,
that would be the anti-approach.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm saying
Yeah.
you're saying that it's messianic to have a little bit
You guys
of
filter my phone or not?
diversification.
You
What?
see I'm
You
saying?
filter my phone?
We're recording.
We're learning Torah Hakadosh.
Oh, I thought you were filtering the phones.
No.
No.
I was just teasing.
Go ahead. Tag you right. Okay, so that's the
They come in the morning sometimes when I have my laptop. They say, you do the filtering? I say, you come better, we'll give you Torah Hakadosh. I walk right out every time. It's so hard, man. The hardest thing is just to get in the basement.
And once you're in,
Then the hardest thing is to just learn it, not battle.
it's true.
Yeah.
Rabbi Yosef Tanoi.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a machlokes Tanaim. Let's see what it is. Rabbi Eliezer Omer Ein Tzarich Likros Es Hashem Al Meiser Ani Shel Dmai. One does not need to designate, even by name, Meiser Ani of Demai. So now let's talk about Demai. Demai is produce purchased from an Ama Aretz.
Yeah.
We don't know. He doesn't know halacha.
Ditmai means what is it? So we know that he gave Truma because it says Truma in the Torah, but we don't know if he separated Meiser or not. So it's not Tevel that we know for sure that Meiser isn't taken. It's Ditmai. What is it?
It's Suffolk Teva.
This Masechta I learned cover to cover with one of the Bachim recently.
Demai?
Yeah. So the Am Haratzim, we're not sure what the story is. The people who are ignorant.
During the Second Temple era, Yochanan Kohen Gadol surveyed the Meiser practices throughout the borders of Eretz Yisrael. He found that everyone separated Truma scrupulously. However, aware that eating tevel that contains unseparated Truma is punishable by death at the hands of heaven, like Truma itself, if eaten by a non-Kohen. But he noted that a sizable minority of Amei Aretz, not realizing that eating tevel of any sort is a grave transgression, had become lax in separating Meiser other than Truma. Therefore, he decreed, in conjunction with the sages of that time, didn't just decide, together with the Chachamim, that one must consider the status of produce brought from an Am Haaretz, Demai, to be that of uncertain Teva. According to many commentators, the Rambam and Rav to Brachos, Demai is a composite of Da-Mai.
Who do they quote on that?
The Rambam
Where?
doesn't say where.
Okay, so the Bartanura on the 6th paragraph of Brachos in the beginning says that. That's what I said before. Ditmai.
It says Brachos, Perek Zayin, Rav to
Yeah,
Brachos.
Perek Zayin, Mishnah Vav, Mishnah Aleph, sorry. Perek Vav, yeah.
See also
Zayin.
Aruch, Demai. What's Aruch?
Aruch?
Is that on this
Aruch
page?
is a Rishon.
Oh.
Yeah.
One does not separate Truma from Demai,
Yeah.
but one separates other Meises, keeps them for himself.
Yeah. The only thing to add to that is who's halachically considered an Am Haaretz.
What does that mean? He separates the other Meises and keeps them for himself? Why?
What do you mean keep them for yourself? I don't know
It
what
says
that
the
means.
nature of this separation is going to be discussed.
Yeah, I don't know what that means. Right. It could be because maybe Meiser was already separated, so therefore you don't need to give it to Levi. But who's considered halachically an Am Haaretz?
Me.
So I think there's a 5-way machlokes in the Gemara in Brachos Mem Zayin.
I'm not. It's Lashon Hara.
Amud Beis, where the Gemara over there concludes someone who doesn't learn Gemara is considered Am Haaretz.
So I'm not an Am Haaretz.
Actually, it says Shimush Tamid Chama, which Rashi explains as learning Gemara. By the way, is it us to say Lashon Hara about yourself?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes, I saw it. I posted it to my status
Okay.
yesterday.
What's your source?
I have the graphic. Hold on 1 second, Rabbi Sai.
What's the graphic?
What is my source? My source is, I have to look, a rabbi with a gray beard was the picture. You're not allowed to speak slander on yourself.
Chafetz Chaim doesn't mention it in the Sefer Chafetz Chaim in Lashon Hara.
I think he told me he has like a
Story.
little bit, yeah.
He doesn't talk about it. There's a story that the Chafetz.
Chafetz Chaim was once on a train. We're recording. You're okay. You could stay. No one watches it anyway. Don't worry.
Should I now learn what covers in this room?
You should learn what
You
Chavrusa.
should.
We need all the color out on the video.
That's why we got the AC.
Yeah, we got the AC going. What are you learning?
We are learning stuff to spare in Mishnayos.
Doesn't matter what you're learning, as long as you're connecting to HaKadosh Baruch Hu and you're steiging, that's the Hikr. That's what it's about.
Would you say the same thing if I was learning Nachman?
Well,
Yeah?
look, if that's a way to get closer to Hashem, then that's a way to get closer to Hashem. They're all different paths to get closer to Hashem. That's all. You know, everyone has different avoiders in life. Not everyone can sit and learn 16 hours a day. Some people definitely can, with ease. But most people can't. Everyone has different avoiders. You know what I'm saying?
What's your max?
My max of learning,
Yeah.
if I have the chance, there is no max. I'm going to learn, except for when I need to sleep and eat quickly and go to the bathroom.
Azar?
Yeah, probably 16 hours, probably. Without that, with davening, probably 14 hours. I'll go 14. If you think about it, if you do the math, you got 10 hours left. So you got to sleep for around 6 hours to focus properly, 6.5 hours. Then it takes time to daven, you eat, go to the bathroom. Probably somewhere around there, 15 hours. Anyways, so the Chafetz Chaim was on a train.
Yeah.
And the guy didn't realize that it was the Chafetz Chaim. And he came up in conversation with Chafetz Chaim, and he was being humble. He said, he's not that great. He didn't realize it was a Chafetz Chaim, so there's two versions. One is
Who
that
said it's not so great?
the Chafetz Chaim said that.
Uh-huh.
He didn't realize it was a Chafetz Chaim. They didn't have, nowadays, you know, you have a picture of every gadol, you know what
Chafetz
they're
Chaim
like.
said it about himself?
About himself, because he was humble. So there's two versions. Either the guy got in a verbal argument, or the guy smacked the Chafetz Chaim on the face. So after they departed the train, there were many people waiting to greet the Chafetz Chaim, and then the guy realized what he did.
So he ran over to him?
So he said, "Oh, I'm so sorry." The Chafetz Chaim says, "No, I apologize. Now I realize you can't speak Lashon Hara about yourself." But the Chuchani says that's only if you're speaking Lashon Hara about yourself, but people don't realize that you're speaking about yourself. So it's like you're speaking about someone else. If they know you're speaking about yourself, then the letter of the law will be permissible. But for self-esteem, maybe better not. What to talk about?
Azai.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have a Machlekes Tanayim, whether Tevel of Meiser Ani is Asr Midaraisa.
Okay.
Rabbi Eliezer Omer, Ein Tzarech Likros Es Hashem Al Meiser Ani Shel Dmai. One does not need to designate, even by name, Meiser Ani of Dmai. What's meant us mentioned by name?
That the guy says that the fruit in this corner is going to be meiser.
Normally, someone has to verbally or Likros Es Hashem on regular Meiser Ani.
Yeah.
The Chachamim Oimrim, going to Yud Zayin Amid Aleph.
Took a long time to get here.
Why?
Because we were here last night. How long have we been here for?
Oh, we were here last night. That's okay.
4 minutes. No, that's wrong.
No, it's plus
You messed it up,
19.
you messed
It
it
took
up.
us about 23
Why don't you have a pause button?
I did, I
You
missed
gotta
it.
hit the pause
I
button.
missed it on the other one. But I'll combine the videos. You can even
Someone's so techie and AI, you gotta know the pause button. Alright.
Chazik. Koyers Hashem.
I think your brother emailed me last night. I sent him about the hands.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Could have also just texted me from my email, but however you want to do it. To get it from a video and then whatever.
I also, oh no, that was today. I commented on the video the day before where he asked about the countries. If someone else doesn't know where that video is, I put your email address, Moshe Y Blond.
I looked at my notes, it was 2014. That's when I wrote it.
6 to 7 pages
12 years ago.
of
Ants. But if I would rewrite it and do it, it would be longer and it would be more organized. Whatever, that's how I did it 12 years ago. Okay.
So that's what the Chachamim say.
Yeah.
That he is Koyers Hashem. Ve'in tzarich lahafresh, but he does not need to separate it physically from the produce. The Chachamim hold that in order to remove the possible tevel status from the Tamai, one must designate the Meiser Ani portion by name. But he need not physically separate it out of the produce, since what now remains is only a monetary uncertainty, which is automatically resolved in favor of the current owner. Thus, even what he designated because of the uncertainty is indeed Meiser Ani, he may eat it himself, since Meiser Ani belongs to the poor but may be eaten by anyone. There is therefore no point in his physically separating the possible Meiser Ani from his produce, since he will in any event keep it and use it as his own ordinary produce without restriction. He must, however, physically remove the produce from the produce the other possible Meisers that he designates. He must remove the Meiser Rishon in order to separate it from the Meiser Shumas Meiser, which he has to give to the Kohanim, and Meiser Sheni in the applicable years. Okay, so let's look at this machlekes. My la b'hakum miflagi, is it not that they argue? By the way, before we analyze this machlekes between Rabbi Eliezer and the Chachamim, did we already? Because we brought it that Rabbi Yossi and Rav. Okay, I just got a phone call. We're now on our third stitch. Don't worry, I downloaded the app. This that Rabbi Yosef said, he was bringing Rav. Rav said that you get Makkos, and then we brought that it's like the Tana Rabbi Yossi, that you get Makkos, and then Rabbi Yosef came along and he said it's a machlekes tonight. So then we brought this the machlekes between Rabbi Eliezer and the Chachamim. Do we know? Does that match up with what we said before, that you get Makkos with tevel, before we analyze it?
What do you mean?
Meaning, why did the Gemara bring? It said, I'll tell you the words. It said kitanoi.
Yeah, do you get Makkos for eating fruit that's tevel? Right, Tevel.
So in this machlekes, it says, all it talks about in this machlekes is likros Hashem or not.
So Matbin.
So far.
Matbin is
But how does that stem? How does that? Okay.
Connect to what we said before?
Yeah, likros Hashem is a different.
So that's the next line of the Gemara.
That it's going to try to see that.
If it's going to be tevel or not, that would be the difference if you're going to get lashed or not.
I'm happy we went over the word Matbin.
But that's totally on likros Hashem. Okay, fine. My labak miflagi, demar saber vade toivlei, that the Chachamim hold that a definite obligation to separate Meiser Ani renders the produce.
Meaning, if it was before you separated it, then it's going to be tevel. Like Rabbi Yossi.
So we said that.
And therefore, demai, which is a suffix, you're unsure, you need to separate the Meiser Ani to remove it from that doubt of tevel.
You have an alley in between, right? So if these people in each of these cutters want to also be able to carry an alley, all of these cutters partner up into what is called a shitufei muvai.
As opposed to Rabbi Eliezer.
Partners, so shituf, become partners in muvai, in the muscle.
The question is, what is the status of demai? Do we assume better or worse?
You place the barrel, yeah.
What is the subject to what is the status of demai as relates to what?
Something. If the Meiser Ani wasn't, we're unsure if it was separated. Do we assume that it was separated or was not separated?
For them.
So the
let's say the corner of this piece of matzah is only
according to
by
the Chachamim,
that
it's
lives
tevel.
in that chutzner down there in that house. Yeah. But how do you do that?
For sure it's tevel. Whereas according to Rabbi Eliezer,
And it's tevel, and therefore what? You get Makkos?
yeah, probably.
And okay.
And according to Rabbi Eliezer, vadai in a tevel. Also with tevel, if it's definitely tevel, if Meiser Ani wasn't separated, it's still not tevel.
What does it mean when it says vadai?
Certain, 100%.
No, what is certain?
Tevel. So over here, we're assuming that it's fine, even if
It translates it here that
yeah.
vadai toivlei, that a definite obligation to separate Meiser Ani makes it tevel. But the vada
Yes.
is on the chiyuv.
Yes.
So say that again. If according to
You
Chachamim,
have to.
just speak it out like
It's
very fundamentally.
it's not good if the Meiser only wasn't directly taken.
So since it's a suffix,
It's no good.
because Demai we essentially don't know, therefore
We
what?
assume the worst, that it
We
wasn't.
assume the worst, and
Assume the
therefore
worst. It's Teva.
it's Teva.
Who Rabbi Eliezer is a little more optimistic.
What does he say?
So it's fine.
To be able to take something
If you
out
separate
of my
everything else, but you didn't
possession,
separate the
right?
Meiser, it's fine. It's not Teva.
And
That you
he
have
doesn't have the
to
power to take something out of his
take
possession,
Meiser
something
Ani,
that guy's possession.
Yeah, not like Rabbi Eliezer.
and we don't know. There's only a monetary obligation.
What's the shayrish of the word mismayim?
Consequently, the possible Meiser Ani obligation that resides in Demai does not in any way prohibit that Demai for eating. It involves a purely monetary question, which is decided in favor of the owner who is presently in possession of the produce. Therefore, you need not even designate Meiser Ani in Demai. So the machlokes hinges
Could it be
on whether or not
Nasem? No, it doesn't sound
you think worst case scenario or best
like
case
it.
scenario.
Sima doesn't sound like it, right?
We're getting further away from the machlokes.
It's what effective that you're gonna get last year. You consumed it.
Okay, fine.
Also,
That's what I
right,
think.
That's the connection.
Very good.
Usually the connection is
Let's
like,
say the
More
food
obvious.
yeah, like baked in something,
Gets
like
eaten by
in
an
reasoning or something. But
or
here it's Kairos Hashem,
somehow
and
it
before we were talking
decreases
about
in size, right?
whether or not if you eat it, if you get Makkos.
What's a case? Let's say the wind moves over.
Amalei Abai,
The
Hachi.
hurricane, right?
If it's so that the machlokes between Rabbi Eliezer and Chachamim revolves about whether Demai
Fine.
makes the produce tevel,
The-
this that someone didn't do Meiser Ani
If it is Teva or not.
makes it tevel or not, adamiflgi besveikai. Then rather than the argue in the case of Meiser Ani's possible chiyuv, liflugu bivadai, let them argue in a primary case of definite Meiser Ani obligation regarding whether failure to separate from definitely
Right, why?
produce that you know.
Oh, no. Right. Very good point you're making. Of course.
Ela dekuli
Meaning, why don't you argue about something if you know that it wasn't taken or not?
I need to ask
You'll
it.
have the same
You're arguing on the
machlokes.
depth. Yeah.
But let's say.
Ela dekuli amay vadei toivloi. Rather, the fact that Rabbi Eliezer and the Chachamim argue specifically in the case of Demai shows that both Rabbi Eliezer and the Chachamim hold that vadai, when there is a Meiser Ani, it is going to be tevel. The Hacham Miflagim here in the Brisa concerning Demai, the Chachamim and Rabbi Eliezer argue Mar Savar. Rabbi Eliezer holds Loi Nechshedu Amei Oretz Al Meiser Ani Shel Demai. He rules that Meiser Ani need not even be designated in Demai because Amei Oretz.
They're not suspected on it. I don't know why they said that translation. They're not suspected. The nechshudu means they're not suspected. Not suspected not to give Meiser on it.
Meaning that they would.
That they would give it. Why? It's different than regular Meiser. Why? Carry on. Kevan.
Kevin the Mamoinahu Afrushe Mafer, since Meiser Ani is only the money of the poor, who may be eaten by anyone, the Amei Oretz certainly separated from the produce in order to remove the aspect of Tevel and then keep it for themselves. It's almost like Amei Oretz are more.
You're going into their mindset.
What? No, but more that they're not. More, I thought Amei Oretz are just like ignorant people. Here it's more. It's like it's touching it up as like in it for themselves. You know, like they know the halacha. No, because they know the halacha apparently. Even the Mainu Afresh Mafresh, they know the halacha. They know right from wrong, essentially, but they're not interested in it. They're not interested in doing it right.
And therefore, the amount of food that
Rabbanan Sabre Kevin the Shvichale Milsa. That since it's a troublesome matter, even though they can keep it for themselves, I'd imagine, loy mafresh. They're still not getting busy with the.
It's a burden. It's
time and effort.
It's a burden.
The Gemara now elaborates on the last part of the Mishnah, which reads, Kama yoichal minat tevel. How much tevel must one eat? In this part of the Mishnah, if you go back, Reb Shimon and the Chacham argue whether one is chayiv malchus for eating an entire wheat kernel, of Tevel, even though it is less than a Kazayas. Goes back to Bria, right? He ate a whole Bria, a whole entity unto itself.
When there's a lot of people
Do I have to go in 2 minutes?
Yeah, Rabbi Shimon's a small city.
Amar Bibi, Amar Shimon ben Lakish.
It's a quick drive from here, though.
Parking down the block, grab a bite, even though I did eat.
And it only includes the
Oh,
older
shop late.
Yeah,
right?
okay.
So let's say
Machlekes Bechita. The Machlekes, Rabbi said in the name of Shimon ben Lakish, who's actually Reish Lakish, you said, right? It's the same person.
Mm-hmm.
Machlekes Bechita. The Machlekes of Reb Shimon and the Chacham was specifically in regards to one eats a wheat kernel of Tevel. Ava bekemach, but in regards to flour,
That's not an entity.
Divrei hakol kazayas. Everyone says it's a kazayas because it's not an entity. That's a ground up kernel, right?
I think about matzo.
Further in the process.
Ooh, there's a Mishnah coming up. Breaking news. See, I didn't know about this.
You're on the wrong side.
I'm on the wrong side.
Yes, that is why I agree.
Rabbi Yirmiyah Rabbi Shimon ben Lakish. Machlekes kazay bazay kach machlekes bazay. Just as there's a machlekes between Rabbi Shimon and Chachamim by a kernel, so too they argue by kemach. This is a machlekes as to what Rabbi Shimon ben Lakish said the machlekes was.
Machlekes within a machlekes.
A machlekes
And many times
on a machlekes.
you could have a machlekes within a machlekes within another machlekes.
Too much machlekes in Klal Yisrael.
It's good, but it's for Torah. You're trying to figure out that.
Oh, that's okay.
Which is AKA.
What does it mean when you say then the brachas Tamid Chamim Marbim Shalom Ba'olam?
Yeah.
The two people learning Torah, the base of says that help peace in the world.
I'll take sides.
Because it was done that there's going to be a certain amount of machlekes. So what had happened
That's
is,
the Cham Sefer. See, so it's good machlekes.
that's why someone said if you're supposed to have a certain amount of aggravation or friction, and you do it in your learning, then it's not going to come out.
Exactly. That's the Cham Sefer.
That's the closing remarks, the Chassam Sofer. Should be the bench, Rabbi say.
Right?